There we are. That's recording. So at the school, I just showed there's our upside down. No, it's not. There we go. That's our receipt for the plywood that we've just got. Beth is having a day at home for a change. And she's going to take a laid-back day. There's never a laid-back day she'll be doing. Sorry, I'm focusing on the road, so I don't have a motorcycle in the back of the truck. Yeah, she's going to take a day, do receipts and stuff like that, which takes up quite a bit of time. The devil is into paperwork. Well, it's a beautiful day, but it's very, very hot. So if I can get clear of the tricycles. Close the windows. You might be able to hear me. Actually, we've had a few, not a few comments about the sound. We really do try, but we're not a high production outfit, if we can put it that way. We don't spend a lot of time on production. It's really grassroots stuff. And now I see that I'm not showing a picture. I better pull over and see what I can do. Okay. Well, should still be recording. As I was saying, there are lots of things that people constantly comment on, and right at this time they are numbering even more, because we are, for some reason, I never ever try to hazard a guess on why our numbers of subscribers goes up or not. But we seem to have had a great increase in the number of subscribers that we're getting, and not really quite sure. But what it brings is, it brings in people who have only ever seen maybe one or sometimes not all of one or two videos, so they don't know the backstory on things, and depending on their mindset, they can get quite indignant that things are not explained fully. Well, if we were to explain fully every single thing that is done on every single video, it would get extremely boring, which some people say it already is. But I'll let them speak for themselves. Still got my hazard warning lights on. So for those who've never seen a video of ours before, we're actually on this is the national highway. We're in Bohol, in the Philippines, and this is the national highway. It's just a little two-lane road. This would be almost like a country lane if I was in the UK. and people walking along. There's no sidewalk, and driving is different. Driving is a hell of a lot different. If I leave this on now and you'll see what I'm seeing, I think you'll probably think the same. I often think that the driving here in the Philippines, certainly in Bohol, is something that would be the biggest challenge for any foreigner coming to live here, because it's a totally different way of driving, totally different road sense. Most Filipinos have never received any training, so they're not trained in the niceties of driving. They don't know the word courtesy. It's every man for himself, and this will be a great shock for any foreigner that's coming here. It's a great shock. It's not that it's chaos. It's a different kind of driving. It's a different kind. There are different rules, and you have to understand that if you're here, you're in a foreign country, foreign culture, and a totally different mindset. I always think that foreigners do not realize just how much training they've had, even from being a child, sitting next to their father in the driver's seat and being told why things are being done as they are. It doesn't happen here. Most families have a motorcycle, and on that motorcycle it will be expected to carry at any one given time a wife, a mother, and possibly 2 or maybe 3 children. I remember seeing Beth's brother, Pastor Timio, when we first came out here, and we were helping get kids to school, to church, and I offered that as a service, as a way of helping. I offered it in our truck because I saw him collecting a family, 7 children, and he had 7 children on his motorcycle. At that time I wasn't used to it, so I couldn't believe it. I said, no, let me pick up those kids, and that proved to be a wonderful job to me, because the kids that came from, and once again you need to have watched other videos, otherwise you won't know who I'm talking about on these trips. But I used to pick up one little group of kids that I always called Baby Jane's friends and relatives, and I used to pick them up, and they just loved driving in the truck because they never ever did it. It was a huge treat for them, and it became a huge treat for me because they used to sit with me. Once again, different rules. Don't attack me because I had a load of kids in the front of our big truck. Our big truck would seat 4 across, but I'd have 4 or 5 kids in the front because they loved riding in the front. So what do? And they used to sing to me. It was really wonderful. All these little kids, and ages around the 6 or 7, and they would sing Christian songs to me, and it made my Sunday driving, I called it my Sunday driving job, and it made my Sunday driving job a treat, because as many people, new and old, have found that the spirit of the Filipino people is indomitable. It is incredible. In so many cases, they have nothing. All of those kids that used to sing to me, happy, smiling faces, and if they didn't know yet whether I was going to take them and drop everybody else off before I dropped them off, because they were really first in line, and they would look at me imploringly to say, can we go, and of course I'd give in and take them, and they would do all of the whole round with me, and they would sing, and it was a gift to me. It used to bring tears to my eyes, and I never ever forgot it. I used to say you couldn't buy my job. As time goes by, things change, and so I didn't get to take them anymore, and now they somehow get into church on their own, and we don't go to that particular church, so that pretty well took away that part of the job. Now my Sunday driving job is the family, my family, my extended family, and I take Nanai and Lena, and I drop them off. Nanai and Lena and Ma and Lovely still go to Timio's church, still committed there, and we are still committed. I've heard it said that we cut ties with that church, which is completely untrue. As I said, Nanai, Lena, Lovely goes with Nanai because Nanai keeps an eye on her. Lovely is a very hyperactive kid, and she'll be all over, but she won't be in church. Under Nanai's steely eyes, she is in church. So Mama goes, and so that's how many people are involved. But also Timio's son and daughter, one of his daughters goes to, let me push and go over to the other side. Can't do it.